Well, hi folks, and thanks very much for dropping by and checking out my video, YouTube video clip on Chinese diesel heaters, but being installed into a Island Star Extreme Caravan. Okay, so this is not a video clip on how to install the units. As I found out, there's hundreds of clips that show how to install them, and I watched quite a few of them to give me a bit of an idea on how to install ours into our new Caravan. This is more of a clip to show location, or the locations on how to install it into a Caravan such as this one, which is a Island Star. It's sold here in South Australia, in Adelaide, South Australia. I think they're made interstate, either Melbourne or Sydney, for a company called Knowles Caravans, and this is an Island Star Extreme. So this is a clip on the location that we installed in our van, the diesel heater, and I think it turned out pretty good. There was lots of video clips out there on how to install it, but not really any showing the location, or the best location in a van such as this one. So we'll start while we're on the outside here of where we put the diesel tank, and the diesel tank is a 10-litre diesel tank that came with it. And I'll just open up here. We have a big box, a storage box on the front of our Caravan, and we were trying to work out the best location. In fact, my wife came up with this one to mount it just inside here. So it's out the way, it's secure, it's lockable, so no one can interfere with your diesel, and it's literally it's out the way, like you wouldn't even know it's in there. So that's mounted just inside there, inside the box. And then underneath, if we come down here and have a look, that's where the outlet comes out, and there it is there. Now that noise you can hear is I've only just started the heater up. So when you first initially start it up, it is a little bit noisy, but not overly that you certainly can't hear. But it's like an air conditioner when you first fire it up and it gets to that temperature to be able to cool down. That's just what it's sounding like at the moment. So if we come around here, we're pretty happy with our Caravan. It's like I said, it's just under 12 months old, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Been away a couple of times in it, but certainly going to be much better now with a nice heater inside. So if we come underneath the van here now, and I won't sort of get into it too much there, but if you have a quick look there, hopefully you can see up in there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it or not. If you have a look up in there, it's a little bit dark, but that's where it comes out. The exhaust pipe, the inlet, and the fuel pump's just up under there as well. Like I said, this isn't a video clip to show how to install it. It's just a clip on the location of where we mounted it inside the van. Now, if we come inside the van here itself, I took a lot of advice on the people that were installing them, in the videos that they were showing on how to install, and there was heaps. We thought about placing it underneath the bed, but unfortunately we still use our storage under the bed, so that wasn't an option. So we checked out all the little nooks and crannies, all the cupboards and all the drawers and all the places where we could fit it. And the best place we found was actually under the bench here, or under the seats, the lounge here. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly lift this here up, if I can, with one hand, which makes it just a little bit harder. But if I just lift this here up like this and pull that there out, there we go, got there in the end. Okay, now I've got the lounge section off the storage area. Underneath here is a lid that if we remove, we can see inside there, and also down here we have a door. Okay, so that also goes into another storage area underneath there. But the section up here where the heater is, I wasn't really using much at all. It was a dead spot. It was underneath the lounge. Even though there's a door there you could use, but I wasn't using it for anything. So this was perfect, absolutely perfect. I couldn't ask for a better spot. So the heater just sits in there, and it actually, when I did the pilot holes, and I measured about 4 or 5 times to make sure that I wasn't going to go into a beam underneath, or a support beam, which I certainly didn't, and it went right in between them all. So it was just ideal. Couldn't have asked for a better spot. The only thing I did purchase extra was an elbow here. It's a wide elbow, and it actually mounts flush against the wall there. So it's certainly ideal. I couldn't have asked for a better location. And as you can hear, you might be able to hear it. It's roaring a little bit, but I've only just switched it on, so it's getting up to a temperature which is about 17 degrees, I think, 17 or 18 degrees is that we were setting it on to. So it's actually got to that temperature now. Now you'll notice that it's cut back. There's hardly any noise there at all. It's just a nice cool fan coming through there, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, beautiful. Just cooling through there, lovely. It is. So yeah, no, I was surprised. For $240 is what the fan cost us, because originally when we purchased the van, they quoted us about $3,000 to $3,500 for a diesel heater, and we hummed and hawed, and we thought, nah, we won't worry about it, and if we need it, we'll get it later on. Well, I'm glad we held off, because in purchasing this for $240 delivered, so far, it's only been in a couple of days, it's absolutely fantastic. Now I just want to also show you the cables in there. There's just 2 black cables you'll see there. One's going through the back here, underneath, so it's all hidden. I'll just get rid of that cabinet there. Going through there, through the little hole I made there, comes up through here, in behind the lounge, so I didn't have to drill any holes, and then to the control unit. Now there's plenty of people that have shown how to use the control unit, so I don't need to have a look at that. Just YouTube some of the other guys on how to set all that up. But we just use double-sided tape, a Velcro double-sided tape for that one, and that's holding on the wall perfectly. Also, the second cable that was in there is running through here, and I've just placed a switch. Now I know it doesn't look the best switch there, it's sticking out a bit, but I've just done that for now because I've just ordered another switch like that, which is like a light switch, which will be mounted there. That's like a major circuit breaker, a cut-off switch I should say, not a circuit breaker, a cut-off switch that kills all our 12-volt power to all our LED lights and everything in the van. And if you've got a van similar to this one, then you'll know exactly what that switch is all about. But I'm going to put another switch like that up the top here, and I'll mark it heater. So if we're away from the van we're not using it for a few months, we can kill that switch. It'll kill all the power to the heater, and especially in summertime we're not going to use it, so we'll just kill it all so there's no power being drained off the battery. Because even though the heater's switched off, the LED light still stays on. So after about probably 3 or 4 weeks, it will eventually drain the power. So with killing that switch, it kills all the power to it, and I know that my battery's still going to be good. The other thing being is that at the other end of the couch here, if I just come up here, what I've done is I've just dropped in a extra air vent. Now what that does is allows the air from the other end of the caravan to go into that cupboard and to be drawn in to the inlet for the heater, so it's getting nice cool air in, and then it or fresh air in, and then it blows it out the other end for the heat. Okay, so that's just another little vent that I put in there to help it out. Other than that, that's probably really about it, I think. We're really happy with the van. Like I said at the very beginning, this was not a YouTube clip to show the installation of the unit. It was just more about the location and where to put it in an Island Star van. Like I said, we saw heaps and heaps of videos on there on how to install them into camper vans and RVs and everything else, but there wasn't a great deal on putting it into a actual caravan itself. So I thought there's probably quite a few of these caravans around, and I thought, well, this might be the best way to do it, that you could actually see how it goes into a Island Star Extreme caravan. And I'm pretty happy with it. We're very proud of our van. It's a beauty, absolute ripper. So yeah, hopefully this has helped you out, folks. Leave a comment below if it has. If I've done something wrong in an installation, then please let me know. But it's certainly working beautiful at the moment. It's about 19 degrees in here, and outside I think it's about 12. So very comfortable, very comfortable. Thanks very much for watching, and happy and safe travels in caravanning. All the best.